Great rise, everyone. I hope you have started your day in a positive and um, uplifting manner. My name is Daniel. I'm the owner of Smith Environmental Solutions, and we are the company that is bringing the solutions to the pollution, creating healthy, happy homes. I am a certified mold inspector, and my company is an environmental consulting firm. So we go in and out of commercial and residential properties, checking for hazardous materials like mold, asbestos, radon, water leaks, working if indoor air quality, anything that a person feels they have to do with their indoor environment. We definitely try to come on. Thank you, Chrissy, for chiming in. Latoya, Charlotte, James, I appreciate you all chiming in this morning. Today, I want to talk about home ownership. Let's talk about indoor environments and the HVAC system. As I tell you all, I bring you all real live topics of situations that I deal with on a daily day basis. So yesterday I went into a client's home, brand new home. I say brand new because it was 3 years old, built in a community, and the HVAC system. The client mentioned that they had suspected mold growing on some of their items in the closet. Um, Basically, everything was mold growing in a closet, and their concern was that where is it coming from? They didn't know. They called a local Servpro company. Servpro referred them to me, and then I went out and did my assessment. While doing my assessment, what we generally do is that we look at the ceilings, we look at the walls, we look at the flooring. We use our thermal cameras and our moisture meters to actually test to see what the air quality is like. Because if the humidity is high and the air conditioner is on, I always try to think about what is causing that moisture, meaning relative humidity. Where is all that moisture coming from? So, not to keep you all long this morning, I do have a HVAC professional that I want to bring on to talk to help me explain some of this stuff, but I'll just tell you all what I experienced. So basically what happened was that he had his thermostat, which is his temperature gauge, set on 70 degrees. And then now this may be the comfort level of most homeowners. However, the fan setting was set on. So this is my conclusion, that cold air is running at 70 degrees. Cold air is running through the system, and it's running through your trunk lines, and it's hitting the register vents in your home. The register vents are what is visible to the eye from the house. Either they're in the ceiling or they're on the floor based on your foundation plan. If you have a crawl space, most likely it is on the floor. If you have a 2-story level, you have on the floor, as well as on your upstairs, you have them in the attic. Have them on the ceiling on your second floor. So what happened was that over time, his air conditioning system was blowing out cold air. And when the system, the thermostat turned off, it was still blowing air. Now, when I put my hand on it, some of that air was like damp. It was not as cold as the air when the thermostat was cut on. So what happens is that the air creates moisture, which is condensing. The air starts to condense, and then you have condensation. And what happens on floor register vents, a lot of when gravity happens, is taking particulates, dust, stir up, carpet out of the air, and it's laying on the surface of those register grills. And when you have water mixed in these two components, then you have mold growth. So the reason why mold was growing on his furniture, not on his furniture, but on his content in the closet, is because typically closets stay closed. They don't have great airflow. Some closets do have or will have, probably upstairs, will have a air conditioned supply line blowing cold air to that room. However, in this brand new house, what was going on? They had the closet door closed. The temperature was set on 70 and the fan setting was set on. Now, if Jay is available, I want him to kind of talk to you all from a professional. I'm not an HVAC professional. I just take my experience and my skills, and I make an expert opinion about how mold is growing. But I'm hoping that Jay can add why that moisture and everything going. So I'm gonna try to bring him on and see if he is available to come on and just talk. So Jay, if you're watching, I don't know, you may be busy. If not, let me know. Put a message or something to let me know. Would love to get your opinion about if you're able to come on and talk to some of the followers, some of my viewers about HVAC systems, why or why not. I could be wrong. However, from what I'm seeing, why the air conditioning system should not be set on the on position. I think it's good for airflow. So what happened was that I asked him, I said, your air conditioning fan setting is set on the on position. Did you know that? And he was like, yes. He said, when I did my walkthrough 3 years ago, someone told me, I probably was the builder or the person who handles the walkthrough of the home, told them, the homeowner, to set their thermostat fan settings on the on position. So, without giving homeowners reasons, this is what I talk about believing professionals, getting second opinions. If you are a homeowner and someone is telling you to do something, get a second opinion. Even some of the stuff that I'm telling you, get a second opinion or a third opinion and see what happens. See what other people, other professionals will say, because at the end of the day, somebody's going to tell you, he's right, he's wrong, you should do this, and you should have to try. So let me see if I can bring Jay on, because I really want to. So Jay is not answering. Like I said, I want to make sure that I'm giving you all some key and some important information about this. So now this homeowner has a bill that most homeowners should not be experiencing within 3 years, that stuff has to get done. The HVAC is only in the first 2 to 3 feet where I saw the mold. It was basically when a new house is built, the air conditioned trunk lines, when they're sit on the floor, they do a lot of construction debris, carpet is installed, and they push some of this debris down into the trunk lines. I seen it when hardwood floors are put in. I seen it when carpet is put in. They sweep a lot of this stuff down in there. No one is there to monitor. No one is there to take a look at your HVAC duct systems to determine if these technicians or these workers have did something incorrectly. I mean, for the homeowner, how are they supposed to know? So Jay responded and he said, under a house in crawl space, you're correct. I suggest for people, if they just want to move air around for a short time, but you should leave your state on auto. It will save on your electric bill. Also, it will save on your electric bill also. So thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. I just wanted to, just try to get a professional opinion from an HVAC technician who's been doing it for years. He came and he helped out on my home, and I greatly appreciate it. So Jay, any response that you can put on here in regards to help some of the viewers watch this, I would greatly appreciate it. Homeowners are buying houses, whether new construction or old construction, and no one is giving them good, sound information about what to do in their home to prevent mold. And I'm just focusing on mold because that's my specialty. There's a lot of things out here that I can talk about. However, my specialty is mold and trying to help with humidity, helping with improving indoor air quality. And, you know, I don't try to cross in those other parameters. However, I come across them in my day-to-day activity. So homeowner bought a house. Someone from the home builder side told them to turn their thermostat or their air conditioning system on the on position. That will help with airflow. However, it caused mold to grow. So who's at fault? Is it the homeowner that is not educated? Is it the builder who is not educated? I want to help both parties. Both parties need to understand the side of mold. As I'm speaking, I'm talking about mold in its entirety, how mold grow. We're talking about 3 years into a home. The duct system needs to be cleaned. They got mold growing on their clothes. They threw away a lot of content. As a homeowner, how would you feel if you bought a home and within 2 to 3 years, you're throwing away items that you spent your money on because mold is growing, because you just don't know what's going on in your house? These homeowners had no idea what was causing the mold to grow. What was causing the mold to grow? They can't go back to the builder. They can't go back to the person who told them something incorrect. So I'm advising you, I'm highly recommending, if you're buying a house, if you're moving into a house, first thing you want to do, check your HVAC duct lines or trunk lines. If it's in the ceiling, chances are you have you will not have the same problems as you have with your HVAC trunk supply lines on the floor. The ceilings, HVAC trunk lines are not as, or will not have the same problems as the floor. So when you walk through that house, check every single HVAC trunk line. Take the register up, look down into them. If you see dust, if you see debris, if you see grout from tile, if you see sawdust, demand that the builder cleans this out. Because if not, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have dust floating throughout your house. You're going to have moisture and cold air because it's going to happen. And you're going to move into the house and you're going to be concerned about indoor, allergies and asthma. And the first thing you're going to do is go to the doctor. That's what happens. The first thing people do when they experience allergy type symptoms is that they go to the doctor and the doctor gives them a pill. Oh yeah, you have allergies, you need to take this pill. They never advise you to solve the problem. People, you have to solve the problem. No matter what you're doing, if you have a cut on your hand or if you're experiencing something, you have to address the problem. When we're talking about air quality, when we're talking about mold, when we're talking about sneezing and coughing and allergy type symptoms, my recommendation to you is that you have to solve the problem. I get it. There's not a lot of people out here that knows how to solve the problem. That's why I'm here. That's why I come on these lives and talk to you all every single day or every single week, because I want to help you solve the problem. You should not go to the doctor to get pills for something that hasn't been corrected. It's not going to solve your problem. You're going to get medicated. You're going to spend more money. You're going to always feel miserable because you have not solved the problem. Check your air conditioning system. This is what the topic is today. Checking your air conditioning system. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but please, I want you all to check your air conditioning system right now. If you have if the air, this is what we call the supply line. If you have a home that has a crawl space, hello Angela, how you doing today? Great rise to you. Hello Lenita, what's going on, madam? Ed, what's going on, man? Tim, great rise to you. Thanks for chiming in. Please share this video. Please share this video. But what I'm asking of you today, if your home has a crawl space is a space underneath your home to where you can crawl. That's basically what it is. You have two type of foundations. Hello, Corey, how you doing? You have two type of foundations on a home. You have a slab, where if you're driving around the neighborhood and you see people pouring concrete that is real close to the ground, that's called a slab foundation. Then you have a crawl space foundation. crawl space is where it's a space, your floor is here in your house, and they give you maybe 3 to 4 feet. That's called a crawl space foundation. Most times on newer build, or probably I've seen some in an older house that have it in the ceiling, but it's only a ranch. Most houses that have a crawl space will have an air conditioning unit in the crawl space. An air conditioning unit will be in the crawl space. If you don't know, just ask your realtor, ask a professional, ask me, send me a message, and I should be able to answer for you. Hello, Key. What's going on, long-time friend? How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. So with these foundations, what you want to make sure is that if you have a house that has a crawl space and your air conditioning systems are on the floor, pull up those registers in each and every room. Pull them up, take a flashlight, and just look to see the conditions. I wish I can add a picture to this post so that you can actually see how it looks, so that you're able to see what it looks like. Check out on my page, because I'm going to have it on my page after I finish this live, because I'm actually headed out here to another job in about 10 minutes. So please share this video, share this information with your friends. If they have a house, if they're buying a house, I want to be able to come in from an environmental standpoint to check these things for them. People are buying houses every day and no one checks the air conditioning system. Why is that? I don't know. However, this is my specialty. This is what I do. I'm an environmental consultant. I come in and I consult with people about indoor environments. As you're talking to your clients, as you're talking to your friends, as you're talking to neighbors or strangers, and they're asking you questions about a house, and they may mention that they have allergies, think about me. Think about the mold man. It's easy. Mold man, Dan, mold man. It rhymes, right? Oh, I know this mold man. His name is Dan. He'll come out and he'll check out your house. It is that simple. You can find me on the web, smithenvironmentalsolutions.com. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, Smith Environmental Solutions. You can pass on my information. Phone number 704-453-1262. Call, leave a message, text, however you want to get in contact with me. So today, air conditioning systems is hot. The temperature is hot. If you have a home, you already know, or here's the thing, you don't know. If you have a home, what you want to make sure is that your air conditioning system is set, your temperature is set on an ideal setting. Your thermostat is set on a temperature that's comfortable for you, and your fan is set on auto, not fan. Because if that fan runs, as James mentioned, it's going to pull more energy, it's going to run consistently, and from my experience, it's going to cause mold to grow. You do not want your content, you do not want your house to develop mold. And I can't tell you what temperature is right for you, but let me show you what can help prevent mold. All right, sorry about that. So, hello Tracy, hello Jesse, how's everything? So, this right here is what we call a hygrometer. It is a device that measures temperature and relative humidity. You can find these anywhere. Type in hygrometer if you're at Walmart, if you're at Target, if you're at any store, if you're online, if you're an Amazon shopper, type in hygrometer. And probably between $8 to $10. And what you want to do is put them in your house. So Basically, it takes a AA battery, put it in the back, and this is what happens. At the bottom, it tells you the temperature, and up top, it tells you your humidity. So an ideal setting for humidity should be between 45 and 55%. Now, it will fluctuate time of day. It will fluctuate depending on if it's raining outside, because air still is coming into your home, into your apartment, into your rental house, into your mobile home. It doesn't matter. So right now, the temperature is at 79 degrees and it's 56%. So I'm right on 1% above kind of normal. However, when that humidity is 60, 70%, 80%, you have too much moisture. You have too much moisture. Let me see if I can turn this down so y'all can see how that is adjusted. So you have too much moisture into your air. When you have too much moisture, imagine a loaf of bread sitting out too much. It's pulling in moisture. You don't see it. You don't really feel it. However, I have 56%. Let me see. Is it going up? 57. So it's going down. As it acclimates, because I just put it in, it's going to acclimate to my environment. It's going to tell me what's going on. If I don't have a lot of moisture and humidity, mold will not grow. Mold doesn't require a lot of moisture and everything to grow, but excess, a lot of it will cause it. So that's why relative humidity under a certain percentage will not encourage mold to grow. So understand, your air conditioning system is a big part of mold growing, comfortability, a lot of problems. I see a lot of problems happening because of faulty air conditioning systems. So James Atkin, he's a friend of mine on my page. If you need someone to come out and check your air conditioning system, homeowners, have your air conditioning systems checked. Maintenance, I think they may be $125 twice a year. Listen, one of the jobs that I went on to, and there was an air conditioning system problem because it's backed up. They spent thousands of dollars of replacing trunk lines because of water. Why not pay $250 a year or $300, whatever they charge, to have them come out? It is part of being a homeowner. Listen, yeah, these are things that they don't teach us, but hey, we have to do it. Just like a car. You have to get your tires rotated. You have to get the oil changed. That's what they tell you. Most times, that's all the information they tell you. They don't tell you to change your air filters. It's surprising when you get your oil change, hey, you need wiper blades, you need this, because we think that those things are going to last forever. No one tells us, no one gives us an instructional manual about, including these things. So you all have to take heed to some of the stuff that I'm saying, because mold is something that will add a lot of extra expense. It will pop up when it wants to. You don't have any control over it unless you control your humidity. Mold spores are in every home. 80% of the homes have a mold problem. People just don't know it. 80%, that's a big number. Every house I go into has mold. And I go into 400 or 500 houses a year, just me by myself. That's like one community. So imagine you walk into a house, you don't know, the house is nice, got the nice layout, everything you do, and you don't look inside the air conditioning system. You don't know if the condensation line is draining because uneducated people haven't taught you about this. We are going to create a home division where we're going to work with new home buyers. Once you buy your home, we're going to reach out to you and we're going to talk to you about some key information, about important information. I'm not going to reveal everything to you all right now. Once we get everything laid out, I'm going to let you know, because I see it as being a problem. It is a problem where homeowners should not buy literally this house is probably $300,000, $400,000, and now you have a mold problem because some uneducated person told you something for mold to grow. This is what I run into on a day-to-day basis. This is what I see. This is why I tell you all to share share my video, share my post, because it's everyday houses. I may be coming to your house next if you don't follow these certain rules. It's just the fact, it is the truth of the matter. Water happens. Man made these houses, they made these systems, and they leak. They're faulty, just like a car. If they didn't, why would we have service programs? Why would we have oil changes? Why would we have all these service providers if they didn't break down? So it's inevitable. It's going to happen, guys, ladies. So please, please share my video, share my post, follow me, ask any questions. Ask me questions about mold. You're buying a new house, you're moving into a rental house. No one is telling you that you need to have your air conditioning system checked. I was in this house the other day. A lady is renting a house in North Carolina, I do believe. If you are a realtor or real estate agent or a broker, correct me if I'm wrong, it is not required to have a home inspection. So what they're doing, they're looking at the outside of the house and they're saying, meaning the visual on the inside, and say, oh, this house is nice, so I'm gonna buy it. They don't look inside the air conditioning system. They don't look inside the walls or the closet. They don't go into the crawl space. No one does this for a renter. So what happens 2 months later, this homeowner is suffering. The air conditioning duct systems are dirty. You can see it. And I understand that oftentimes we're not in a position to make decisions or find a house because it's scarce in the market right now. However, she is sick. Her health dramatically changed in 2 months from being in this house. My heart went out to her. I understand someone took advantage of her, or a landlord is not doing what they're supposed to do. But I'm an advocate for homeowners. I'm here to help you out. I want to be able to give you solutions to help you, but you have to listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for 13 years. I've been in over 10,000 homes and offices combined. If that's not experience, if I don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm not the person for you. I'm not the professional that you need. However, let me tell you, I have professional people that's been doing it longer than me, that's calling me, that's referring me to their clients. I love my business. I take it wholeheartedly. I do everything out of love. I do everything out of knowledge and skill, and I always let the clients make the ultimate decision. You hired me for a reason, to give you my professional opinion. I'm not going to come in and charge you a whole bunch of money. I'm not going to come in and tell you to do something that's not really needed without having proof. I told this homeowner about the air conditioning system. Hey, your complete duct systems are not dirty. It's just where this dust from the carpet, and the vents are just dirty. It just needs to be cleaned. I give them options because every mold situation is not detrimental. It's not. I'm not going to sit here and scare you. I'm not going to sit here. However, you still need to know that sometimes it does need to be cleaned. Sometimes a restoration company does have to come in and cut stuff out. Sometimes you do have to have your duct systems clean. So homeowners, listen to me, if you have a house, and you just moved in or you haven't moved in, and your supply vents that's blowing air into each individual room is placed on the floor, please pull the register off, check inside your vents. If they are dirty, contact us. Contact us so we can help you out, so we can get you someone to come out there and clean it, so we can get somebody to come out there and inspect it. Because let me tell you, paying an inspection fee is not as expensive as paying a doctor to give you allergy medicine, because every time you go home, you're sick. But when you go to work, when you go to your mom's house, when you go to your family's house, you're not experiencing these problems. So what happened, they call this sick building syndrome. Sick building syndrome is basically how it sounds. I get sick when I go to work. I get sick. I have allergy type symptoms. I feel these problems when I go into my house. Once we come out and we have diagnosed it that this is your problem, we call that building related illnesses. No, I'm sorry. Let me retract that. When you are sick in a building or in a place, we call that building related illnesses. So it's in this building, it's related to an illness. Once the problem has been identified, it's related to sick building syndrome. I think it's the other way around. I'm sorry. It's early. I'm trying to rush. I'm trying to get out here to go to work. So the idea is that we want to make sure that your environment is as healthy as it can be. Our motto, we're the company that's bringing the solution to the pollution, creating healthy, happy homes. We want you to come into your house, hug your family, sit down and eat dinner, and not go into a miserable state. It's not fair for anyone. What is not fair is that you haven't had your home checked by a professional. This is what I'm here for. This is what I've been doing for 13 years. This is why I help people out every single day. So please share this video. Thank you for chiming in and watching it. I only want to bring you great information as it pertains to mold, as it pertains to indoor air quality. So my humidity is down to 54%. It stays like this on an average, like I said, sometimes. So you want to be able to buy a hygrometer. You want to be able to make sure that the system is telling you if it's high, the top part of the house will say high. If it's low, if your humidity or your moisture is too low, is too low, what happens is that a lot of times we have nosebleeds, we cough a lot. Your children may cough and you think that they have an allergies. However, if your humidity doesn't have, if your house or your air doesn't have any moisture, you're going to experience that, point blank. If you don't have moisture in your body or in your air, the air that you're breathing, you're going to cough because it's dry. You have nosebleeds because it's dry. Your sinus or whatever is up here has been affected and it's dry. There is no moisture. Just like your hands. If your hands are dry, they're going to... So think about that. Your house and your air is basically the same thing is happening. So let's, everyone, if you want to place an order, talk to me. I can get these for you. If you don't have time, we can definitely keep these in stock. We can definitely have these for you. We can bring them by your house. We can ship it to you, however you want to do it. But everyone, listen, you need this in your home, in your apartment, in your rental house, in your trailer, if you're a mobile home, whatever you have, wherever you spend your time, you need to be able to check your humidity in your house. So the key points today is HVAC. Check it right now. Go ahead. I won't wait, but check it. Chime back into me. Take a picture. Show me what you found. If yours is clean, kudos. That's great. If it's not, let me know. We can get somebody out there to take care of that for you. We work with professionals that can come out there and clean it on a professional level. I want to make sure, if there is no one else telling you this, I want to make sure that you hear it from me. Check if you're buying a house, brand new house. I don't care. Brand new, old, existing, however it is. If you're renting, check your air conditioning supply lines. If they're on the floor, check them. If they have a lot of dust, chances are you're going to be breathing that stuff in. Just like a car. You don't know what you're breathing in. It could be dust from 10, 20 years. People have cats, people have dogs, people have different type of illnesses. You're breathing this in because it's collecting in dust. Yes, this is science. This is something that you don't think about. However, you have to start thinking about it. You have to start thinking about it because I see it day in and day out, and I want to come to you and I want to tell you, you have to get this stuff checked out. So please check it out. Do yourself justice. Don't suffer anymore in your home. It's not the place to suffer. It's the place to be happy. It's the place to be serene, find your zen, your peaceful moments. This is why. Hello, Garrett. Hello, I always forget her name. Lisa, Sean, Alicia, thanks for chiming in. So please do me a favor and check it out. And once you check it out, just shoot me a picture, shoot me a message on this post and just say, hey, this is good. This is good information. Thank you for checking out. And if you need a resource, I'm here. I've been in this area for 13 years. I know pretty much a lot of different professionals, so I can help you out regardless of what it is. If you need your carpet clean, if you need your air conditioning system, if you need a roofer, if you need a plumber, if you need a handyman, I know someone. I have a group, my partner, I have a group called The List. If you are a business professional and you're watching it, check it out on Facebook. It has a white background with black letters. It has a black background with white letters, and it says The List. It is a business group. And what we're doing, we are promoting businesses. Businesses are able to promote it. It is no charge to be here. We want you to be interactive. We're going to start having classes and seminars and bring events to you all. We're trying to get our numbers up. So if you're a business owner and you're looking to find a group that is different, trust me, this group is going to be different. We're still in the beginning stages. We have a goal. Once we reach a certain amount of numbers, then we're going to start doing stuff because we want it to be beneficial to everyone. We don't want to waste people's time. At the meantime, people are posting good information for business owners, and we appreciate it. The List, you can find us on Instagram on The List 704. So please have a great day. Please check your air conditioning system. And last thing, check your condensation line. If water is not flowing out of it, talk to James Atkins. He's on this live. Reach out to him. Contact me and I can put you all in contact. If it's not flowing water is backing up into your system and is blowing right back into your house, and that's going to cause a mold problem. So check those two things. Check your supply lines is blowing air into your house. Check your condensation line. It's a white PVC pipe and it should be dripping water. Maybe check 2 or 3 o'clock when you get home. Look underneath of it. If it's dry and nothing, your grass or your dirt is dry, it's not working properly. It needs to be cleaned out. So hope everyone has a great day. Much love to you, your family, your friends, whatever you're going through today. Just smile, because that's something that no one can take from you. Just smile. I read this thing when I was younger that if you smile or you laugh for 7 seconds, it would change your whole attitude. So I'm going to do that because I'm goofy. Because what happens, I start to think about stuff and I'm just a happy person. I don't allow a lot of stuff to get to me. And I try to bring the same energy to my family, or to my friends and to my clients. So please just smile. Hello, David. Thanks for chiming in. So please share this video. My name again is Daniel. I am the owner of Smith Environmental Solutions. We are the company that's bringing a solution to the pollution, creating healthy, happy homes. And I am here for you. I'm a certified mold inspector. I'm a certified indoor air quality specialist, and I've been doing this for 13 years. So please, please, please take this nugget, grow with it, roll it up in a ball, tell your friends, tell your family, share this video, and we look forward to talking to you again. Talk to y'all later.